Something's got to change.
People are starving out here, and they don't need to be starving. They really don't. This is America. America.
We really don't know what those families are going to do.
I'm scared for what's coming.
I knew that I needed to do something.
They're trying to feed their families, how they're going to make it through the next day.
And be able to say, hey, I did 300 meals today. I did 500 meals today.
Anybody who can be fed, be it two-legged or four-legged, is a very good thing.
We're trying to do everything we can, but this is a crisis.
We'll find ways to help each other. And we just hope it's enough.
We started a week ago, we did 25 boxes, and 2 days later we did 50, and then 2 days later we did 100.
I'm trying to do what I can, and that's what everybody here is doing.
You guys have really helped improve my life.
The community, we're all in this together.
I'm grateful that we can provide.
And we want to give food to people because that is just a simple, basic human right.
Thank you for joining us for this KGW Community Cares special. I'm Libby Dowsett. During the recent government shutdown, it became clear to our community how many people lived with food insecurity, the sudden uncertainty with SNAP benefits, an important nutritional lifeline for many, brought members of our community together in inspiring ways. These are some of their stories. To begin, how volunteers at Portland nonprofit Feed the Mass jumped into action to make sure the people they could reach didn't go hungry.
Looks like roasted potatoes, a mix of bean and beef chili with a wonderful biscuit and some vegetables on the side.
Crews are ramping up production at Portland's Feed the Mass kitchen in Portland's Old Town. Some volunteers fueled with anger over the SNAP crisis.
A mix of rage and sadness, and I knew that I needed to do something with those emotions, and this was the first thing that came to mind.
The founder of the organization, Jacobson Valentine, saying they're already doing 6,000 meals a week and now leaning on volunteers to meet a doubling in demand.
People are able to see the results in real time and be able to say, hey, I did 300 meals today. I did 500 meals today. Our team did, 1,000 meals today.
When volunteers or employees, this is our serving station, so when the food is already cooked and completed, they make individual servings for one person.
Terica Robinson says they cook about 6 recipes a week for different organizations.
This is a completed box. This is getting ready to go out for delivery to one of our Safe Rest villages.
But this month, they're getting emails every day asking for help.
These are new, all new contacts. None of them are repeat. And they just need some kind of assistance. They're trying to feed their families, how they're going to make it through the next day. So we just give them what we can.
It might be roasted chicken like this. It might be pulled chicken that we boil, and it'll end up about 600 pounds. And then we'll stretch that with rice and some vegetables into about 1,000 meals. We're really pushing ourselves to do a little bit more and have a little extra on hand for when the phone rings and somebody says, hey, I need it.
A growing demand they've met during other emergencies, including COVID and extreme weather events, but now hoping others will join them to feed the mass.
It's heart-wrenching, but at the same time, I'm grateful that we can provide.
We're trying to make it in this world. This is a tough world out here.
Drivers lining up for more than 5 blocks, waiting nearly 2 hours, all for a food box from Northeast Portland's Love Our City food pantry.
Last week, they were pouring out onto 60th.
Folks from the nonprofit greeting drivers and hearing their stories.
I feel kind of ashamed having to come up here and ask for food, but at the same time, I am so grateful because we get things up here that I can't afford to buy.
James Doobie admits he's been getting by on just oatmeal.
You can't afford to eat healthy if you're lower income. Everything that's healthy for you is too expensive.
Volunteers and staff filling food boxes with anything healthy they can get their hands on.
We're looking for protein, quality protein, so fish, chicken, beef, pork, whatever we can get.
Trying to assure this crowd, SNAP or not, they'll get their food.
People are just nervous about what's going to happen. with that safety net that they thought would always be there that now isn't.
Phyllis Clay saying she had to put off her bills for a month to make sure she had enough money for food.
It's very frustrating because I'm not used to this. I'm used to my bills being paid on time. And, you know, making a choice, it has to be done.
Other drivers picking up supplies for their neighbors in need.
There's so much. People are hurting so bad, and then something's got to change.
People are starving out here, and they don't need to be starving. They really don't. This is America. America.
They bring food in every night, and people can come and get it. I mean, okay. And so you have options, you know, if you want to take it or you don't.
Staff members who work at the Rosewood Food Pantry in Multnomah County's largest shelter motel in Northeast Portland are making sure there's plenty of supplies on hand to feed the residents who are primarily veterans. Partnerships between shelters and neighborhood food pantries are only growing during uncertainty over SNAP.
If our pantry can help the shelter in our neighborhood, that benefits this community, and we just hope that that's a model that can be replicated all throughout the Portland area.
Folks from the shelter packed up nearly 1,000 pounds of food to take back to the Roseway Motel, a van full that will feed about 150 people.
We get some bags of stew, and they take some canned vegetables and add a bunch to it, and make a big pot of stuff. That kind of stuff.
Many of these items collected through neighborhood food drives or local businesses like Vive Fitness, the manager rolling in 100 pounds of collected food.
This is our way of returning the favor and circling back and trying to repay it in some way.
A group effort to make sure everyone is getting fed.
People get in a panic, so we got to make sure we have plenty of food in the pantry for them to just go and shop there and feel like they're human.
Portland's Sunshine Division has a history of helping feed people in Oregon and Southwest Washington that goes back to 1922. KGW reporter Devin Haskins spent a day with the volunteers as they stepped up in this time of great need.
Would you like some peanut butter also?
Yes, sir.
All right, let me get you some.
By midday, a nonstop stream of families were picking up boxes of food, not knowing when their SNAP benefits would return.
How are you today?
Peachy.
Tamra Orr is among the 100 or so that lined up at the Sunshine Division. She says whatever they don't use, they try to help their son and daughter who are also struggling, giving them extra food.
It's been very, very hard.
Orr has been receiving SNAP benefits for 2 years, something she never expected to sign up for.
It was very hard. I kind of had to be pulled kicking and screaming to do it because in the past we did pretty well, and then my profession kind of hit bottom with COVID, and all of a sudden I went from 6 figures to a lot less.
The Sunshine Division says the amount of families needing help has grown extensively. Orr's story is among the hundreds they are serving weekly.
And we're trying to do everything we can, but this is a crisis. We're at a tipping point where the social service network can't make up for what the federal government does. It is beyond alarming and disturbing what we're seeing.
That food on the table will continue to come in boxes and bags like that at Sunshine Division, helping people like Tamra while this all gets sorted out.
We'll find ways to help each other. And we just hope it's enough because we're not going to get it from the government, that's for sure.
In the heart of Old Town.
Often we're sort of the last stop for people.
On the corner of Northwest Gleason and 3rd Avenue, the line of hungry Portlanders continues to grow.
As services start to diminish upstream from us, that means that the need at our location is only going to increase.
Scott Kerman runs Blanchet House, a nonprofit helping the homeless and low-income families by serving 3 free meals a day, 6 days a week.
The kitchen is always cracking.
You do different jobs, volunteers do different jobs.
Joanne is on salad duty.
There's people who need food. They serve hundreds of meals a day.
Blanchet House is on track to serve 36,000 meals this month. That's 6,000 more than last October.
I think the SNAP situation is terrible. Don't get me started.
The SNAP benefit cliff that is going to, really just decimate people who rely on these benefits.
Nearly 140,000 people in Multnomah County alone receive SNAP money.
We're bracing for lines that are really going to strain our ability to make sure everybody gets a plate.
I know it's been a difficult time and is putting stress and strain on all of us.
Jessica Amaya Hoffman is a deputy director at the Oregon Department of Human Services, the state agency in charge of handing out SNAP money.
And frankly, this has never happened before. So I think it feels particularly like we don't know where to turn in this moment.
For smaller providers,
we just don't have the donations to keep up with the demand.
They're looking to the community to meet the need that's growing right outside their door.
I'm trying to do what I can, and that's what everybody here is doing.
So I make 3 trips back and forth.
Twice a week.
Right now I am getting the food bags ready to put in my cart.
Meals on Wheels volunteer Mitch Lang.
That's what I'm doing.
Brings food to seniors in need.
7 frozen meals, last them a week.
On this day,
I'll bring your food in later.
Mitch is at an apartment complex in downtown Portland, where Bob lives.
Well, it helps a lot because of I'm on a fixed income and...
Yeah, we'll just go with you, Bob.
Okay.
I have 4 in this cart, and we have 12 people, like I said, in this building. So we make several trips up and down in this tiny elevator.
Oh, okay.
So this is yours. Milk. Frozen meals.
Hey, but you guys have really helped improve my life.
Back at the Meals on Wheels kitchen in Southwest.
Well, every day we make about 6,000 to 8,000 meals fresh every day.
Last year, Meals on Wheels served about 1 million meals to Oregon seniors 60 and older.
By the end of the year, we will probably need at least 200,000 more meals to get that out to people than we did last year.
Have a great day. You too.
You know, the uncertainty is really hard, and not just as we're figuring out how to fund things, but it's hard on those we serve because they are afraid.
I'm disgusted. I'm disappointed. I'm scared for what's coming. I'm in my 60s, late 60s, and I've seen a lot of presidents and a lot of administrations, but I've never seen anything like this. Yes, thank God for Meals on Wheels.
A lot of these people really have very little social contact. So it's not just the food, it's helping with the isolation.
It went from people saying we need help in a couple of days to almost everyone in urgent need of food.
Coming up, a restaurant owner and a team of volunteers turn a community center into a food box distribution center.
My wife and I were just sitting there talking before I left for work one morning, and she's almost in tears, you know, just kind of like, this is so upsetting. I can't believe this is happening, you know, and it was just like, you know, we got to do something.
Montevilla Brew Works in Southeast Portland held a fundraiser for people who were losing their SNAP benefits. On Southeast Belmont, restaurant Astera gave away 200 vegan Thanksgiving meals. And in downtown Portland, Dan and Lewis Oyster Bar offered free chowder to people who lost their SNAP benefits during the month of November. KGW reporter Jake Holter shares how another local restaurant jumped into action, packing and delivering food boxes.
We started a week ago, we did 25 boxes, and 2 days later we did 50, and then 2 days later we did 100, and today we're doing approximately 140.
A community center turned food packing and distribution center Sunday as volunteers put together boxes full of food and essentials to those in need. Non's Taqueria owner Miranda Louise Silva posted a TikTok last month before the SNAP pause, saying that if anyone needed food, she'd be glad to offer it. But when SNAP actually paused this month, there was a large influx of those requesting help.
We got an email line set up. We had a whole admin team come together of like 20 people and organize different avenues that people could contact us and let us know that they needed help. And it went from people saying we need help in a couple of days to almost everyone in urgent need of food.
Boxes consisted of things like chicken, milk, cereal, pasta, fresh produce, but also things like diapers, wipes, and pet food. Volunteer organizer Leah May says the community has been so generous.
It's really beautiful too, as we're doing the shops, as we're in Costco, people ask us, why do you have so many gallons of milk? What's going on with all this bread? And people are pulling out of their wallets and handing us a 20. And just the community, we're all in this together, and the community's really showed up for us.
Fellow restaurant owner Michelle Quijano on site Sunday to help out.
So rented out this facility to allow the space to kind of increase the operations as much as we could.
May says more than 120 boxes will feed more than 500 people, and they fed around 2,500 in the last 10 days.
It didn't take long for word to get out that local businesses are making sure those in need won't be going without.
We didn't even know about Heretic Coffee until I saw it on Facebook, and I thought, I'm going to support these people.
Josh White, the owner of Heretic Coffee in Southeast Portland, felt compelled to do something after a young child walked into his shop.
Earlier this week, we had this 10, 11-year-old kid come in by himself and asked if he could get the snack breakfast a couple of days early.
After getting the word out, the community came out in a big way.
People that have come into the shop have donated $2,340. Online, $197,000.
He's now getting help from other businesses like Randy Baldwin with Donut Land in Tualatin.
So we're going to bring them donuts and bagels every night, as many as they need, for all their customers the next morning.
For me, it's simple. We have food. There's people that do not have food, and we're going to share that with them.
Anybody who can be fed, be it two-legged or four-legged, is a very good thing.
Food insecurity doesn't only impact people. Coming up, how an artist is helping people feed their pets when food is scarce. Our final story. Oregon artist Mike Bennett finds a creative way to raise money to help feed people and pets.
All right, so we've got 10 feet.
Portland artist Mike Bennett,
30 feet, 90 feet,
is mapping out a path
100
for the world's longest dachshund.
It's gonna go all the way around the building and the parking lot. I grew up with a dachshund. I had 2 dachshunds, and they have a special place in my heart.
Also close to his heart, helping people in the community struggling to feed both themselves and their pets.
Any chance I get to give back in a graceful way or a creative way feels really important and like a responsibility.
Bennett is opening up his studio and teaming up with Pet Pack PDX and the Filling Station Pet Supplies to make sure everyone gets enough to eat.
Anybody who can be fed, be it two-legged or four-legged, is a very good thing.
And not being able to get what their dogs need, can be really scary and frustrating.
I can pull up the image of what I'm painting.
The goal is to attract willing community members.
And so that's kind of my sketch, and then I'm creating it out of wood here. So
to help paint the pooch outside Bennett's studio on Northeast Fremont while donating what they can for pet owners facing snap cuts.
They're going to feed their pet before they're going to feed themselves. And that's really sad, and especially if they're older or have children, and many of our folks do have kids.
Darren Dill with Pet Pack PDX says the need for pet food and supplies is spiking. The group has run out of provisions during their past 2 Sunday outreach events in Portland.
It's sad. I hope that we can put politics aside and let's decide to feed our people as we're going to continue to feed our pets.
It's pretty long. And I definitely have enough wood to make it, so.
Bennett just hopes a little brightness can help those in need.
That'll be great.
Stretch those funds for their furry friends.
Please reach out, because we'd love to have you. We have a lot of room.
These are just a few of the stories showing the ways our community has come together to help each other. Each day, people are volunteering, making donations, and getting food to the people in need. If you or someone you know needs help, or if you would like to help out, here are a few of the groups we highlighted in our stories. They are Blanchet House, Meals on Wheels, the Sunshine Division, and the Oregon Food Bank. If you need to find resources in the community, you can also call 211 to get connected or go to the website 211info.org. Thank you for joining us for this KGW Community Cares special. For KGW News, I'm Libby Dowsett.